position.
Vote no on 29.
Please vote no.
Angelenos are sick of empty talk. If LA is going to solve the crisis of affordability and homelessness, we need a builder. Rick Caruso built a company that's created tens of thousands of local jobs and built beloved community centers across LA. As mayor, Caruso will build 30,000 homeless beds in 300 days and build hundreds of thousands of new affordable homes. Because LA can't work without working people. Caruso can build a more livable LA.
California. Mountains, oceans, natural wonders, diverse and creative people. But when the out-of-state corporations behind Prop 27 look at California, they see nothing but suckers. They wrote Prop 27 to give themselves 90% of the profits from online sports betting in California. Other states get much more. Why is Prop 27 such a sucker's deal for California? Because the corporations didn't write it for us. They wrote it for themselves.
This is NBC4 News at 5.
Early voting is underway across Southern California. Dozens of vote centers open today, allowing people to cast their ballots in person ahead of Election Day. Election Day, of course, now officially 10 days away. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jonathan Gonzalez.
I'm Kathy Barr. Glad you're here. NBC4's Darsha Phillips is live in Culver City, where some people are taking advantage of this early voting opportunity and avoiding what could be long lines Election Day. Darsha.
Kathy, Jonathan, we spoke to some of the first few early voters at this voting center in Culver City. And you guys, it's always interesting to talk to those first few voters because they're really dialed in. They're passionate about the process, and they're also passionate about encouraging people to get out and vote.
Election Day is more than a week away, but dozens of voting centers in LA County have opened early. This voting center at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium in Culver City saw a handful of voters casting their ballot early.
I just want to, use my power. I want to be able to vote. I want the right people to be in office. I want to have all the right amendments and everything be passed.
Melanie Feidelberg became an American citizen just last year and says casting her ballot is always exciting.
It's actually my second or third time voting, but it doesn't matter. It's still fresh and new. It's like the first time.
118 voting centers opened across Los Angeles County today. Centers are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., providing people plenty of time to vote. On November 5th, a total of 640 voting centers will be open to the public. Residents can visit any voting center regardless of their place of residence, and of course, there's always the option to mail in your ballot.
I think every election's important.
Andrew Durbin wanted to vote in person so his 16-year-old son could witness it.
When I drove by it, I was happy that it was in my neighborhood, and I brought my son with me because I think it's important for him to understand the democratic process. So I'm trying to pass that on to my child.
The experience resonated with the teen.
It was nice just sitting here in this huge room and just watching him be able to vote, and that I am going to be having to vote in the future, and it's good to see like how easy it is and how,
Get out and vote. Exercise your right. You have to. It's your civil duty. You have to vote. You definitely have to vote.
And everyone in California got a mail-in ballot. You can drop off those ballots at any one of these voting centers through Election Day. Live in Culver City, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
Darsha, thank you so much. And with 10 days until Election Day, LA mayoral candidates, they only have 2 more weekends to fire up their bases and hit the campaign trail. Well, today, Congresswoman Karen Bass visited Brentwood ahead of an awards ceremony. She held a news conference to announce her latest endorsement from former President Barack Obama.
Did a FaceTime call, and he expressed his support for my campaign and my candidacy, and said that he's very familiar with the issues in Los Angeles and felt that I would do a good job and be a good mayor. So that's another boost of energy for the campaign.
And after the announcement, Bass went on to accept an award at the Filipino Democratic Awards.
Well, opponent Rick Caruso spent the day meeting with supporters and business owners in San Pedro, and he began at the fish market and went on to surrounding businesses in Wilmington.
Listen, I've been getting warm receptions all around the city, and last night I was in Boyle Heights, I was in South LA yesterday, and I'm touching every corner of this city for the last 10 days. The momentum is